Alrighty, and welcome to another episode of the Primer Podcast. My name is William.
And this is Davis.
And back in the Galaxie Studio, we have Sarah
Bantay. That's how
I
you pronounce it.
knew I was going to say it wrong. That's why I'm really bad with that. We got connected with Sarah through actually a YouTube video that I got a piece of your car for a couple seconds or something. She made a comment and a couple emails, and here she is. So, let's talk about your car to start off with.
Well, it's a 1990 Mazda RX-7. It is fairly, well, no, I wouldn't call it fairly stock. It's a little bit modified. It's the first car I've ever bought with my own money. I've owned it for over 2 years. It's been about 2.5 years. I love this car. It was also something that I did not plan on buying, especially the fact that it's a rotary engine. I walked into it totally not even expecting the whole big, giant, grand experience that it would give me. So I love the car. As to what's been done to it, mostly suspension work, a lot of cooling for all of you rotary guys who know that that's probably a good idea.
Okay, why so? We know very little about the rotary engine.
Well, the operating temperature of these engines is really, really high compared to a regular piston engine, and it's prone to overheating. You need to make sure your thermostat is good. Make sure that, especially if you're racing, you're going to want that aluminum radiator. I do have silicone hoses in there. My oil cooler lines are also better. And a couple of other things. You just don't want this car to explode, and especially with earlier RX-7s, earlier second-gen ones, you may get fuel leaks and fuel engine bay fire. So we don't want that. We don't want any overheating.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. You sure got the over/under on that car and the engine. That's pretty cool. I don't know too much about the rotary, but
I'm still learning myself, so.
Okay. Now, getting this car, is that what got you into racing, or were you into racing and then you got the car?
Actually, there were a lot of things that happened. The car was a very big aspect to it, but a whole ton of things, especially how I grew up as a kid, it just like eventually I got into racing. So I guess if you want to go for the long story, since I was a kid, I've always been really competitive, but I never really pursued any sports. I always liked winning little board games or like little silly kid stuff. And then when I grew up and went to high school, I got on tennis team, things like that. But I never really stuck with anything. Like nothing really pulled my interest. But eventually, so my boyfriend comes along, and he, let's back up for a bit. Okay. I always liked driving fast as soon as I got my license. I think, we all have a little bit of lead foot here and there, but, I played around a little bit much when I was in high school and through my time in college. But it was with a little tiny automatic transmission Honda Civic. It was fun, but to me it was great at the time. But now that I look back, there wasn't really much that I could really do with the car. So back to what I said, when my boyfriend bought his first car, I had never understood what manual transmission was. I never knew what redlining was, and I never knew what it means when you say the VTEC just kicked in. And well, he showed me that. I remember the first night he bought that car, and we were tearing it up on the freeway on-ramp, and I had never felt that type of awesome in my entire life. And that evening, I decided I have to get this. I have to get some. I need manual transmission. Like, why?
Get one.
Yeah, why?
Sold.
I know.
What was that car?
It was a Honda Integra.
Okay.
And actually, it's mine now. 4 or 5 years later, I ended up, the car changed hands to his brother, and then his brother put it up for sale, and I decided, hey, I'll get that too. But that's like fairly recent. Let's go back to like the other things. So there I am in college, still jobless, and no money, and still with my automatic car. Kind of boring, but I'm getting around. So as soon as I graduated, I said, okay, I had to look for a job. That's really important. I had my little part-time jobs, but that's not going to get me a cool, fun car to drive. And eventually, as maybe a year or close to a year passed until I finally got my full-time job. And as soon as I got that job, I made sure that every single penny went to the car or bills.
Right.
But everything, like
Anything extra.
Your
I'm not going out
discretionary
for
dollars,
food.
right.
Like, forget it. But going out for food, every penny is going to a car.
Wow.
So we were hunting for things, just going through Craigslist, whatnot, and just a lot of people were kind of not that great. Things, the cars that we saw, people were either flakes about it. People, they would bring cars with 1 million fluid leaks. I said, no thanks, I don't really want that. And then eventually, my boyfriend, he showed me this post of this really, really boxy looking 80s car. I said, what on earth is this? I have never heard of a Mazda RX-7, let alone ever seen it, and if I did, I wouldn't have remembered it. So, the first one we looked at, it was a white one. It was in Rancho Cucamonga, owned by this really tall guy. I just remember he was really tall, and he was nice. And when I first saw the car, it really piqued my interest. Like, what's this? It looks boxy, but why am I attracted to it? I don't know. But the first thing was when I sat in it, I kind of had a Back to the Future Marty McFly moment. The whole dashboard, it was black with this orange, like, it just the dashboard was so old to me. This was like this. I am in the 80s. I know it, because they first started production of that model in the 80s. Anyway, something about it. I just said, okay, let's do this. And a couple of paychecks later, that was my car. Also, I started going to indoor karting. A friend took me there, and, well, now I race all the time. That's the long story.
Is that place in Anaheim?
Yes. But the first one I went to was in Irvine, actually.
That's the K1 Speed?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's one over in Torrance. We got to check that out.
Yeah, you're going down, Speedy.
Oh, yeah. The competitive edge here. There we go, man. You're going to start something, William, aren't you?
Nope.
I'm going to finish
I'm
it.
not going to bring up the Galaxie versus the Rancho debate.
Yeah. We have to finish that one, too.
Yeah. We gotta get those running.
Lots to do.
How often do you do the kart stuff?
Right now, I've actually I started competing in the Cal Speed Super Series, and that's in Fontana. It's at the Auto Club Speedway. You get to use their karts, so you don't have to bring your own. But I started doing it in June, and I have not missed one since then. I'm like, let's do this every month. I really want to get better at, like, battling and really get good at, like, interacting with other people on the track. So what better place than in a field of 80 to 100 drivers where no matter how poor or how well you do, you will have someone that you can go neck to neck with every single time. So it exercises your brain, exercises you. You be dripping sweat like all day. It's great, and you're it's like you just came out of the shower every time you race. So it's that kind of ooh. But if you want it, you'll do it.
So, what was your first race?
Let's see. My first real karting race was in June, over there. And the first time I raced my car was in March of 2011. And that day I almost didn't get to do it because I failed tech due to my inattention to tie down my battery. Because you don't want a loose battery while you're racing. I remember at the time the guys who are doing the tech inspection, they said that sometimes if you're pulling enough G, you will see a battery get thrown into the car, into the driver, and that's what is that 30, 40 pounds of
big brick.
Stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Brick,
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost did, and that was my fault, and I almost didn't do it. I've been waiting for months, and I almost but I got it, and that was one of the funnest days ever. Got to actually push my car in a legal situation, and just really find out what I can do with it.
So that's part of the SCCA racing that you're talking about then for the first race with your car?
Oh yes, and that's with autocrossing. It's where you basically drive skid pad, is what it's like, and instead of the risk of you running into a wall, you get to learn in a really empty environment where if you're going to hit something, it's just a little cone that you're going to kill, and maybe you'll have to wax your car. There's a little bit of dirt and grime, but that's it. It'll take the scuff marks off.
Did you have like a okay, that first day?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have like a schematic of like what the track was going to be, or someone to follow?
Oh, right.
I mean, because I've only done like a quarter mile,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like boom, light, go,
Mm-hmm.
boom,
Okay, well, this is like the challenge of autocross, and the configuration is different every single time you go out, or every single day that you go out. And this one, you get to go maybe walk the track maybe once or twice in the morning, and they may or may not give you a map. And it's up to you and how good you are on your toes to figure out the best line through the course. And it really exercises, like, how fast can you go with such little preparation.
That's a challenge. And you're timed for these too, right?
Mm-hmm.
For your class.
Yes, if you do compete, you can do that. But like on Saturday, it really doesn't matter. You can everyone just goes. But on when I get that new car that I'm trying to get, I will class it and I will try to start getting points for that and compete in the e-stock category. If that's the car I end up getting, I don't know. We'll see.
And what car's that?
I'm looking for a Miata right now. Gonna say goodbye to my Integra if someone would like to take it, and then pick up a Miata so I can compete with that and drive it to work.
That's the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So, then the Miata is a rear-wheel drive,
Yes.
and it probably has 13-inch wheels.
I think they might be 13. I forget if it's that or 14, but I have to keep it at stock width and diameter so I can stay in that class. So, and it also has to stay at stock ride height, so it will look a little bit weird, but it's okay.
That was my next question. Was okay. So then you're gonna be doing a lot of work to suspension then.
I can't.
But then you just said to stock wheels and then the same stock ride height. So
yeah, current
that's
class.
a challenge.
Yeah, I know.
So is it all about the weight of the car then? That's going to be to a benefit?
It's going to be all about the driver.
Oh,
so
okay.
we'll see. Like that's what I'm trying to do because everyone else will have the same car.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
Where I go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're all equal, but now
So
it's up
sort
to
of
you.
like stock cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Essentially, right. Cubic
Right.
inches, profile.
Limiters.
Right.
Every
Height.
car is basically the same.
Right.
It comes down to the driver.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay.
And that's the same thing at the karting competition that I go to. It's all the karts. The way it works there at Cal Speed is in the morning. And it's competition day. You do a 10-minute practice in the morning, and then I think it's 10 minutes, and then a 5-lap qualifying, heat race 1, heat race 2, and then your main race. And it's those 3 in the middle that determine where you start in your last race. But in each one, everybody gets to... You rotate karts. No one will ever get to use the same karts. So if you get a bad one time or a good one time, someone else will get it too. And it keeps the playing field as equal as possible. Of course, some people do get more practice than others, but you try to practice as much as you can. So we'll see.
Now, those carts, are they, do they have a clutch, or is it just
Oh no, these are
like just a single speed kind of
yeah,
wide
they are.
open, and that's it?
Mm-hmm. And they run. I forget which engine, but they run Honda engines in them. But they have it on their website. More info than I have right now. So
So how many laps? I saw the video that you did. You ran like, one of your sessions you ran like, was it 20 laps?
it's closer to like a dozen.
Oh, okay.
A dozen to 15 or
Okay.
so. That's
And
how
they
many.
have 80 carts out on the field at one time?
No, 20. They split
okay,
it up.
okay.
Yeah, about 20.
And
So-
you're in the infield there in Fontana, right?
No, it's actually at it's outside of the big track. You have to go around if you enter
Oh, really?
the part, or if you enter Auto Club Speedway,
Uh-huh.
and instead of turning right to head for the infield, you go left. And then there's a kart track there, and then next to the kart track is where people do autocross.
Okay. So that's
You should
all in
try
one
it.
place. It's all the good stuff, and that's where you're going to be every weekend. That's cool.
That's
you
where I
probably
was
have your own.
yesterday.
You probably have your own racing suit, and
No, not yet. I don't think I'm awesome enough yet for that.
Well, you've got your own helmet.
Well, I just don't want someone's like grossness, so I had to get my own helmet.
so for the SCCA, then you're required to have. Is that it? Basic? Is it like a 5-point seatbelt harness and then a helmet, or is it just stock seatbelts and a helmet?
I don't know actually. For the requirements for going on track is different for requirements to do autocross.
Oh. Okay.
Autocross, you don't need any safety equipment.
Really?
Other than the car being safe.
Right.
Like, as in, because it's intended for people who drive their car to work. You can rent a car from Avis or somewhere and take it to autocross. People have done it.
Wow.
Oh.
So if you feel...
Why does that sound appealing?
Just don't tell them what you're doing.
Well, of course not.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like we can take our big old 60s cars and...
Yeah, you can. I forget, someone brought one of their old Stingrays yesterday when I went. So, and it was still primered, not done, and he just brought it out.
Well, we're all over the primer
Yeah.
pit. How much does it cost to do this? Like if we just show up and go, okay, let's race.
It's cheaper if you do register online,
Okay.
but you had to do an SCCA weekend membership if you don't do an annual one, and the
Okay.
weekend is $15 for the membership, and
Uh-huh.
then the fee for the actual event, and that varies anywhere from 50 to 80, depending on what club is organizing it and things like that. But you will get anywhere from 6 to a dozen runs in your car, and they try to keep the cost low by, if you're racing that day, you're also helping out on the course, helping keep things clean, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So about $120, we can go race, huh? Go hunt down some cones.
knock over some cones.
We got to put that on our to-do list.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Ranchero's got a power steering?
Power steering, power brakes.
It's okay. You don't need power steering. My friend, she brought her MR2 the other day, and that doesn't have power steering. And that has, the engine is kind of in the back, so
Right.
creates for a more exciting experience. So no need for power or anything, just safe car. Go.
So, who does the work on your car?
Different people, including myself. I've gone to shops. The other day I actually learned how to oil change myself, so I did that. Let's see, it goes between me, my boyfriend, his brother, and a couple shops. And whoever, if the job is really tough, something like, let's hope I don't need an engine rebuild anytime soon, I would take that to a shop. But easy stuff like the brake system, I did I've put in my own head unit, and wiring was terrible. I don't ever want to do that again, but I actually did that, and I feel accomplished about it, but I don't ever want to do wiring again. It's not fun. Yeah, it just, we all do like different aspects of it, but it's not all me. I wish it was, but I'm not that like good at this yet.
Well, you're part of that drifting club, Drift Girls, something like that.
It's called Drifting Pretty.
Okay, I got half of it. It was pretty good for me. What's that about?
So yeah, how many members do you have, and what do you guys do?
Well, we're about 16 members strong now, and we have about 3 provisional members, and this was something started by Nadine Toyoda Su in 2003, and she was one of the first few women to start competing professionally in drifting. For a time, she was a Yokohama sponsored driver, and like as time progressed, as like things in her life changed, she wanted to help other women get into the sport. So she started Drifting Pretty, the organization, back in 2003. And like just the organization itself has changed a lot since then. This is going to be their 9th year. And it's intended for girls who want to get into the sport, whether it's for drifting, for kart racing, learning how to even fix your car, and trying to autocross. It's all of it. And what we've become is basically, you know, we're like a family now. Everyone has just like been able to like stretch out and learn something new about themselves, learn something new about cars and racing, and you know, it's just it's a nice friendship. And today, actually this year, we're trying to apply for 501c3 to be officially a nonprofit organization. That way it'll open more doors to where we can hold events. But right now we hold an annual drifting clinic. It'll help, yeah, and if you want to try and get your rear end out at the balcony at Willow Springs, that's what, you know. And also every month or so we do have like karting events or like tech days where we learn how to do something to someone's car. Earlier this year we learned how to change tie rods on one of our members' cars. Taught the girls how to do brake bleeding, things like that, you know.
That's awesome.
Wow, I see a lot of opportunity for your group, because we don't come across too many females who are gearheads, and
yeah,
I think
it's
that
true.
whole drifting thing is still kind of new and different, and you guys are putting a interesting spin on it. No pun intended. But that sounds pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So what's the website? Do you have a website for that?
Yes, it's just it's www.driftingpretty.com, and there you can see all of our members and things that we're up to, and you can even try our Facebook page. There's a Drifting Pretty Facebook page, so feel free to like that page too.
All right, we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So, how often do you guys meet?
About once a month, and I'm actually going to meet them later today. We're doing photo sessions, so I'm excited. Although, unfortunately, my car's really dirty from racing it yesterday, but...
Well, tell us about yesterday.
Okay. Well, yesterday I was autocrossing. It's been like a couple months, and, well, I have video. Sorry I can't... Well, maybe later we can check it out, but I do have video of it, and...
we can put it up on our website.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, yeah, sure. We can do that.
Sure.
And I ran about 12 laps, or 12 runs yesterday, and it was really cold in the morning, but one of my challenges yesterday was the tires that I picked up. One of my friends and instructors, John over there, he was telling me that it's really hard to keep the tire temperature stable on this one, and it really makes the car greasy when they're too hot. So I was getting a lot of understeer after a while. Yeah, oddly enough, not oversteer. in my rear-wheel drive car, but it was understeering when I was getting into more high-speed corners, so that was highly unfortunate. But with some help, we cooled the tires down and got my time down to, I think I got down to 60.67 seconds, 0.7 or 6 seconds, and it sounds like a very little bit, but I dropped 2.2 seconds from the beginning of the day. But anyhow, that's I'm getting a little detailed.
No, but how do you cool down tires?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. How do you cool down tires?
Oh, you can go to your local hardware store and buy like this garden hose pressure sprayer thing, and fill that with water and spray your tires.
Oh, externally, just
It's referred to as a Hudson sprayer.
Oh. Well, you get a Hudson sprayer from your local hardware store.
there you go.
I've got one right outside the door. We've got a cat that's been terrorizing our other cats. So I've got it all
All
pressurized,
ready to go.
Yeah, so that's what you do, and
So what was your average speed then for that 60 to 60 second run?
I want to say most cars you really won't get out of second gear.
Oh,
So, anything below that, really, you most of the time you really won't go faster than 60, maybe 70, but majority of the time, I would say 98% of the time, you won't
right.
go into third gear.
So you're basically
You're 60, 70 miles an hour in third gear?
I have long gearing.
Oh.
And also, everyone just goes up to red line in second gear anyway, because it just takes too much time to shift up. And
That's what I was
also,
thinking.
the corner's right there anyway.
Right, you're looking ahead already, so by the time you get there, you're going to be either downshifting and braking, and then you're going to be maneuvering, and then you're coming back out of first gear again.
And
so.
those cones will come up fast. So
Yeah, sounds like it. Ah.
yesterday was fun. It was hot. I had to make sure I had food for the morning and food for lunch, because you don't want to take the time to leave the site and grab like food or anything. You want to be ready. You want to be there and ready, and prepared to just
Prepare to race.
yeah.
So when you show up, do you bring an extra set of tires with you that you're gonna, like your race tires, or?
Nope, I have just this set.
Oh, okay.
Some people do come in with slicks.
Oh.
And that just depends on,
So there's no requirement or rules about tires then, as far as.
when you're classing, yeah, there
Okay.
are. But, like, if you just want to go, you can bring whatever you want. Well, I think so. Maybe there's some rule that I'm not aware of.
Okay, so something of common sense of
Yeah.
right. As long as your tires aren't bald and you pass inspection, and then
Yep.
go for it. Wow. So your biggest expense is probably going to be gas and tires.
Oh, please, let's not talk about gas. The rotary engine is unfortunately notorious for absolutely horrible fuel economy. When I first bought the car, and this isn't even a turbocharged car, when I first bought it and I was still learning to drive stick, I was getting around 13 miles per gallon in a 1.3. Yeah,
Welcome to the vintage Ford.
it's 1.3 liters.
My truck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my truck got 14 going
Your
to
full size F100. Where do we go? Oh, Ventura.
to Ventura.
Up at the 101.
Wow, that's pretty
Not
bad.
It's 1.3 liters. You'd think the people are like, what size is your engine? Like, it's 1.3. Oh, it must get great gas mileage.
Not like a motorcycle, right? So it's 1.3, and I forget what I was going to ask you. Something about the engine, I forgot. Oh, how much does that engine weigh?
The weight is, I don't actually know the numbers, but it is lighter than your regular 4-piston engine. A popular modification is to take this 13, it's called 13B, and swap it into a Miata.
13B, okay.
Put that lightweight engine into that lightweight car, and you'll
Dude.
have a very exciting ride.
There you go.
Which I would like, but I don't know. We'll see. That's a whole new plan that I have to, you know.
Map out. And
Yeah,
you can see
but-
your wheels turning on that one. That's cool though, man. But it sounds like your Uncle John. He said, you know, when you want to think about getting into racing, start with go-karting.
It's true.
You learn all your skills and take care of your bad habits and start with the go-karts, and next thing you know, you'll be doing autocross or drag racing or whatever.
And-
but it's
Yeah, because carts I've found as I'm driving, and like people like my boyfriend and other like teachers have told me how unforgiving carts are in comparison to cars, and it's absolutely true. As when you go into higher powered carts, 100cc, 125, and then shifter carts, if you make a mistake, it's over. Your suspension is very different versus the suspension in a car.
right.
And also, just a car, you're kind of in a pod. You're kind of numbed almost to what's beneath you. When you're in a cart, you're about your butt's 3 inches from the ground. You are totally, hopefully, 100% aware of everything around you. Carts snap. There's so little suspension travel because they're technically you don't get dampers. Your chassis is what flexes.
Right.
So they're unforgiving. So you learn to get better faster in those.
Sounds like that's what we need to do.
They're also more physically demanding.
Really?
Yeah,
Why so?
Huh.
you'd have to do it. You'd have to do it, and you'll know. Like driving a car, you'll feel like, oh, I'm driving Miss Daisy. But when you get into a cart and you're pulling 1.5 G and you are in this small vehicle and you think, like the first time I went like high performance karting was at the Jim Hall Kart Racing School in Oxnard, and that was in like December or November of 2010. And I remember going around a back corner and being told that I can still go faster than what I was going. I was pulling close to 1 G in that cart on like really slick tires, and like I guess the best thing is like, can you imagine yourself in a roller coaster and you're the one who's commanding how much G you're pulling? It's a little bit, you have to wrap your mind around it. Like, I can go faster because the cart can do that, but does my body want to?
Okay.
You know?
So it's definitely going to be get your feet wet, go for some experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, and when they
In just about anything.
yeah, when they tell you you have so much to do, you're like, okay, what I just did is nothing then? All right.
So you would recommend the driving school as well for go-karts?
Mm-hmm. Like karting school plus anything.
Right.
Karting school plus anything.
Any driving school,
Yeah.
highly recommended.
Mm-hmm. It's only been 2.5 years, and I just I feel really accomplished, and yet at the same time, I feel really maybe I wouldn't say behind, but I feel really like there's so much like that I have left to do. I feel like I've done a lot, but there's just so many excellent people out there that I aspire to chase after. So,
Speaking of the future, what are your plans for the future? Do you want to go faster, bigger?
Well, she's going to
Bigger
get a Miata.
races? Okay, but
hey,
or, I mean, do you want to get into drifting? You know, I mean, what's the big goal?
well, the big goal is mainly that it's actually very personal, that I don't know what I'm capable of, so I'd like to find out. But the concrete goal is I'd like to get my NASA racing license and compete in some series for NASA. Not the space station or space shuttle type NASA, but I forgot what this acronym stood for. But I don't remember what it stood for.
Do you remember what type of cars those are?
Oh, it could be anything. They have spec series of Miatas. They have spec E30 BMWs. They have spec 944s. I'm not sure if I can afford to do that one. That's a little bit expensive with Porsches, but they have a lot of things, and it's a national sport. So I don't know. It really depends on the opportunity, how things just.
So you're open for sponsorships?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'd say you got some good goals ahead of you. And so no street racing, right?
No, of course not.
That would be wrong.
What do you think about, does Southern California have enough facilities and places to race, in your opinion?
In the grand scheme of the U.S., absolutely. We're very lucky here in Southern California. I live in between Irvine, and I live in between Irvine and Auto Club Speedway, and Irvine is another place I autocross. And then about 120 miles north is Willow Springs. And then if I really, really wanted to, we have Laguna Seca up in Northern California. And that's a world-class facility, and it's right here in California. There's so much going on here that I'm not going to be leaving, unless it's for Europe. But that's a whole new class of driver. European drivers the driving experience there is just different. People are raised from a young age to really respect driving, so I don't know, that's a different thing.
Oh.
Have you driven Laguna Seca or Willow Springs yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't gone on a big giant track day yet. I've been on the track, but not as a driver, so we'll see.
What, just walking around or
As a spectator?
passenger?
As a passenger, yeah.
Oh.
Hmm. But I'd like to get that Miata soon so that I can prep that. Because here's the thing, like, I want to go on a track, but if you're on track, you need to be 100% willing to destroy your car in the event of something. And I'm not doing that with my RX-7. I love that car too much, and it is getting rarer and rarer, and unfortunately, it's kind of becoming a garage queen. I mean, I'm split about it because the car is dying to go high speed, and so am I. But
Yeah, see, because the races that we go to, and that we see, it's not about pushing the cars too much. Like Coronado, it was more of a show. You
right.
touch, you're banned for what was it? 13 months.
Yeah, you're out.
Moon Eyes is coming up. We're drag racing. Where the 40, 50-year-old cars. It's not about destroying the car. Last year we saw someone, what did she, drop her transmission or something? And everyone was like, "Oh no!" It's not competitive. As nearly as what you guys,
Right.
what you're into.
yeah, I like.
I mean, you're talking spec series racing. That becomes a whole different thing. So
Yeah, that in terms of my timeline, that's still going to be a couple more years. Also, for budget reasons, of course, I still need to save up for a house. So I need a house for all these cars. So
garage.
You need a garage.
yeah, or
The house will be small. The garage will be big.
yeah, my main thing is okay, wherever it is has to be in a relatively okay neighborhood. No bumps or dips between the house and the freeway. So
Look
yeah.
at that.
Yeah, it's because of lowered cars.
So how much horsepower does your RX-7 kick out?
It's actually not that much. It's a very slow car. Out of the factory, that car was supposed to have 160. Today, 20 years later, it's probably not at 160 anymore. But I have not done any type of power modifications to the car. It is, in terms of drivetrain, it is 100% stock.
Oh, okay. Where do you mentioned Irvine. Where do you race in Irvine? Is that down at the old airfield?
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
It's part of Orange County Great Park now, but it is the old base.
Okay. Oh, that's perfect for that. I always wondered what they were going to do with that.
It's empty. So.
Yeah, why not? I'm surprised the residents didn't put up a fuss about making too much noise. Just no open headers.
Yeah, there are some sound limitations.
Okay.
But most of the time I've never heard of people like going over it, so I don't know.
Cool. Well, we have a lot to do, William.
Yes, we do.
Let's go racing.
You should go autocross. They do it every month.
Yeah.
And it's just right here. It's not that far. And you should also try karting.
I think we should try karting first.
Okay. And then then I'll beat you, and then and then we could try the autocross.
You can
Take the
do
Galaxie.
a practice session at Cal Speed. They'll give you 3 15-minute sessions for $95.
Cal Speed that's Fontana, right?
Yes.
The Automobile Club Raceway.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, we haven't been there in a while since they shut down the quarter-mile racetrack on the other side of the.
Oh.
They have apparently a neighbor was complaining of the noise.
Oh.
So
That's so terrible.
Yeah, but see, I think that's why Davis was asking about, location stuff, because the stuff that we see, I mean, they closed Irwindale for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
The stuff that we go to is like closed.
A lot of drag strips are gone, so it's becomes more difficult to for people to go race, and so that's why I was mentioning about facilities and where you guys can do your autocross and stuff, which is cool because basically it's just a small, empty, good sized parking lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
With cones,
right?
There's
no
Christmas tree.
You don't need there's no barriers.
announcer.
Oh well,
Okay.
there is someone talking. That you do have you do have your times being announced and things like that. So.
But it's not like Sunday.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. No.
Come on out and get a hot dog over here, right? Go get some pretzels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna have.
Yeah, man, we gotta go racing. Let's go try that.
You should, and even on my budget, it's possible. It's just, not like I'm thinking of that house, unfortunately. So.
Well, when you do get that house, your time will significantly decrease.
It's already decreased.
Yeah, it comes with age and the amount of responsibility.
No.
Okay. It also depends on what kind of house, what kind of condition it's in, things like that.
A newer house.
Newer house would
Be nice, but more expensive.
Well,
Or what? I don't know how this works.
older houses need more work.
Just like cars.
Yes.
just like a project car. It's
The-
you're gonna look at it and go, this isn't working. I want to try this. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna need to upgrade this.
It comes down to time, money, and priorities.
That's it.
Oh
You know,
gosh.
All your projects, time and money.
Your house will now becomes another project.
No.
That it's the same thing. Like with the car, it's like, okay, if you want to upgrade on the car, but then you look at the house, it's like, well, do I need an upgrade on my kitchen? And
I don't think I'm spending that much time in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But the same type of thing. It's like you start looking at your options. It's like, okay, a new stove. Which could be like, a brake system.
Oh no.
Or a caliper.
No.
It's like, okay, I can get the base model. Or
I can upgrade.
I can upgrade.
Like, should I get a big brake kit instead of?
See? Yeah.
Do I need this fridge with the?
Time and money.
Time and money.
No.
Speaking of time and money, though, so I'm going to jump back to the Japanese Classic Car Show. Was that your first time out there?
That was the first time that second generation RX-7s could participate in the show because we have finally breached classic status. 25 years.
Yeah, I noticed there were a lot more late '80s cars in that show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a couple of models that my folks had. It's like, wow. I guess it's been 20 years. So, have you gone to that show before?
Yeah, that was like my third time going. But first time showing the car, I said, this is the first time this car can be here. I have to be there. So that was very important. Even more important, though, was the recent big giant rotary show, 7 Stock, that was at Willow Springs this year. And that was back in September. It was the first time that the show has been on a racetrack, and it was also the first time that we had a caravan to the place, and we were about 110 Mazdas strong on the freeway for 50 miles.
All rotaries?
Most of them were, yeah.
Wow.
110.
Now, these rotary engines, I know nothing about them.
Should I draw a diagram?
Well,
isn't it like kind of a symmetrical? Look at that!
Oh,
It's a triangular, like I forgot, like epitrochoidal. I forget how you pronounce it, but you have the rotor in this housing, and you're rotating it rotates like this, right. And that's why at higher revs you couldn't tell the difference between a piston engine and a rotary engine. You can hear the rotary engine just whirring like like that, versus like if you rev high in a piston engine, you can feel it like doing this, or however you can feel the pistons like stressing out. Rotary engine, no, you can it's smooth all through the RPMs because you're just spinning. You're not actually creating. I mean, yeah, pressure is going up, but you're not.
But there's no rotating assembly then. That's what you're saying about it, as far as it feeling like a crankshaft.
Yeah, you don't feel
pistons and rods.
Mm-hmm. You don't feel that,
okay.
And that is the beauty of the design. Like
right, it's very small and compact,
and just it's smooth.
Right.
So when you are racing, and then it's just when you're racing, especially for a long period of time. Oddly enough, it is extremely reliable when you are going and racing for a really long period of time. And in 1991, in 24 Hours of Le Mans, Mazda was the only Japanese car maker to ever win that series, and it was with a 4-rotor engine. Oh, I'm sorry, not 4. Well, anyway, it was with the 787B. So.
Would that be because less moving parts?
Less moving parts.
Yeah, okay, so
less friction, less moving parts.
Because you don't have push rods.
No, there's no push rods. There's no. Of course, I don't know how the valves work.
You have like during every rotation, you have is it 4 stages of the ignition? 4 stages of the process. Is like everything's happening all the time.
Like a 4-stroke.
Mm-hmm.
But
like
yours in your rotary engine, it's
you get the intake and then the ignition and then the is it combustion? I forget.
Compression.
Or yeah.
Intake, compression, combustion, exhaust.
Yeah, like everything is happening within the chamber all the time because it's just the triangles. They rotate endlessly. So power all the time. But I'm still learning about it. Like my knowledge of it is not perfect. So.
But that's cool though because you sound like you have the right idea and you work on your own car and you fix your stuff and you're learning as you go and no one can take that education away from you. That's cool.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the type of stuff I respect. I mean, granted, know nothing about your car or how it works, but the fact that you wanted to do it, you fix it, you drive it,
I cry about it.
Right, we all have those moments. Yeah, where you get to stop and walk away for a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, like there was this one time, so the car didn't make last year's 7 stock show. And granted, these are easy things that I know most other car people can probably take care of, but the week or so before, my brakes went out. And I said, oh dear, what's going on here? The master cylinder had just
I'm sure
like...
you didn't say, oh dear.
No, I didn't. I was like, oh. Well, anyway, that was horrible. A whole long list of profanities for that one. But the brakes went out. And it was just when I bought my new rims, too. So that was really upsetting. I said, no, the car looks great now. And then I can't stop. The pedal went to the floor. I was like, oh, my God. Anyhow, so it needed a master cylinder. And that's when I learned how to bleed brakes. Like, it was great. Well, it was great that I learned, but it was,
right.
you know.
Dirty and messy. And
yeah. And then, like, oh, something is eating my hands. Did it go through the gloves? Ouch. But anyhow.
Gloves? Come on.
Hey, sometimes. But,
yeah, brake fluid's nasty.
Mm-hmm. So we had to do that, and my boyfriend helped me out. And one of my, actually, it turns out that one of my neighbors, he owns an RX-7 too. I didn't know that. I was like, great, you're just right there, like 2 minutes up the hill. And he came out to help too, because we just needed an extra hand, and so we're trying to get that done. So eventually, got the brakes fairly in order. But it turns out that the fluid leak from, you know, the brake fluid,
Mm-hmm.
it leaked on my fuel lines. And it cut my fuel lines. And also the fuel filter mount, it leaked on that, so the mount came off. And so, okay, I'm not making the show.
Wow.
What kind of fuel
That
lines
sounds
are these?
like, you know,
They're just
Like-
old.
alien blood, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, they were just old, and like they were all. I think they must have been already cracking, so it just worsened it. And then, you know, when I pulled up, it was funny. I was like, "Yeah, the brakes work." What's that smell? It smells like fuel. Oh.
Wow.
And here's the kicker though. Like, we could have fixed that, but I unfortunately shut the engine off cold when I was depressurizing the fuel. And in a rotary engine, you're not supposed to do that, especially with the way the fuel injection works. When you
What's depressurizing fuel?
when you need to depressurize the fuel system before you work on any fuel item,
Okay.
right?
Well, you probably are running at yeah, you mentioned fuel injection, so you probably have, what, 40 PSI?
Oh, I have no idea.
Something like that. And it probably has an electric pump, fuel pump. Maybe it's in tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, with us, we just take the hose off and get a pencil and plug a hole and fix what you need to fix. But yeah, because we're only pushing like 10, 12 PSI for our fuel system. But yeah, your fuel injection's going to be more.
That's vented through the cap.
What's that?
That's vented through the
Vent through the
cap.
cap, right to the atmosphere.
Okay, this is beyond my current scope, but like.
So you have to depressurize your system before you can open it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So we did that, and unfortunately, like, so you're not supposed to shut off your engine cold with these cars. I'm not sure if the first gen RX-7s are like this or which ones, but I know it has something to do with the fuel injection system. And anyway, it flooded the engine.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm not making this show. This sucks. So, but after the show was over, I was on maybe 2 hours of sleep. I had volunteered too to help with parking, help at the registration. So I'm like, I'm here, guys. I'm here. Oh my God, let's help. So on 2 hours of sleep, I showed up in my other car, which I hid over there. I'm sure they don't want to see Hondas at a Mazda rotary show. But, and eventually, the following day, I learned how to deflood the engine, which was actually not that hard. Unfortunately, I was losing battery juice, so we had to use jumper cables, but, deflooding a rotary engine is not that hard. So,
How do you do that?
what you had to do is you had to change out the spark plugs, and you had to use well, the method that I used, and it was posted by somebody, but you had to use automatic transmission fluid into, I believe, I forget, leading or trailing, the lower spark plug holes on the engine, and then take those off, like have the holes open, crank the engine until
it'll like basically flush itself out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Which it worked after like a day of stress, but it worked. It was actually much more straightforward than that day actually entailed.
So I would assume that you're probably pretty involved with an RX-7 forum or rotary forum as well.
Absolutely. That's the other big thing. My favorite part of this car, aside from the technology, is actually the community.
Right.
It is something that I will never forget because everyone is so... It's different. This is, especially as a female, going into a car community seems really, it's very, like, intimidating. But with the RX-7 community, everyone just wants to help everyone. I couldn't believe how great everybody was. Like, if you ask a question, 10 million people will try and answer it for you. If you, in fact, here's the other thing too. I've made so many friends with the RX-7 community. They helped me win free laser eye surgery.
I saw that video.
Mm-hmm. The laser eye surgery video?
Yes,
or
I did.
The actual where they opened my eye one?
No, just a little promo one.
Stop. Just gives me the creeps when you start talking about surgery on an eyeball.
It was pretty cool when it happened. It was it was super sci-fi. I was lying on the table and I was like, I was already on like the relaxing medicine. You had to stay awake, by the way,
right?
Because you have to focus your eyeball. But I was like this, like looking up, like, oh, this is really cool. Are we doing it now? Okay. But I'm just feeling glassy-eyed, and they had my eye open like this. They use like these teeth thing. They look like that, and it holds your eyelid open.
Like Clockwork Orange.
Mm-hmm. And then they tape your eyelashes. So, but you can watch the video. That's much more exciting than me talking about it.
My eyes and my.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hold on. What was our topic just now?
Yeah, where were you gonna go with that, William?
They all helped me with to win this.
We're talking about the forums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
that was a contest or something?
Yeah, it was with the Envision Laser Eye Center, and they just had they had this video contest where tell us why you think you should get free laser eye surgery. And this was back in around September of last year, and they emailed that contest out, and I got it, and I said, oh really? That's great. I know what I have, because I already have my racing footage. I'm like, I know why I want laser eye surgery, because race car. So I put some things together. I already had footage, so I just put it together. And I asked my friends for a couple of clips, like our videographer for Drifting Pretty. He had a couple things to show, like us girls. I had my brother hold the camera as I said, "Hi, my name is Sarah," like that whole thing, and strung it together. And then come the entry period, I posted it, and then there was the voting period, and I just told all my Facebook friends. And my grandma was a huge part of it, my aunt was a huge part of it, and the RX-7 community was a huge part of it. I got to know so many people. They're like, oh my gosh, this is an RX-7 driver who is about to win a contest. Let's vote for her. And they were so tremendously helpful. I didn't even know a lot of them personally, and they just vote every day for me. And I was like, guys, this is great. And I won first place. And I see now. I have 2015.
That must be nice.
So what's the address for the forum, the website?
Oh, it's arc7club.com.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rather than some long drawn out thing.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Awesome.
Gotta love the forums.
That's where I buy cheaper parts. So.
There you go. That's wheeling and dealing and keeping it in the family. That's cool.
Well, that's how I got my rims. I was like, oh, God, I love these BBS. I love how light they are. I remember when I first put them on and started racing with them, it's like, oh, the weight on the wheels. It's just lighter. I can feel it. This is great. And then when I got my suspension, too, because my shocks, when I first bought the car, I think they were blown. And plus, the ride height was way high. I'm like, oh, no.
So how did you modify the ride height? Did you get a different shock and
Yes.
you dropped it down a little bit?
The set that I bought, the springs and the shocks were already together, but
Okay.
they not coilovers, but this was just a previous owner's, and so I just picked them up for $250 and put them in. It's a lowered car. Better handling.
Lower and lighter equals faster.
Hopefully.
Better handling.
Well, better handling. Better handling is going to make you faster around those tight turns. That,
Where they tell you there's more out of that. You can get more out of that car.
Although too low sometimes, if you play with what I'm learning, is if you play with the suspension, like not really knowing what to do, you could totally screw up your suspension geometry and just like center of what is it? Not center of gravity, but like there's these, I don't know, but
there was that guy at the 91 car show that was talking about that. The end of the day.
Oh, the guy who what was his name, Gustavo?
Yeah, something like that.
He was talking about changing suspension. Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
and
it's a big old geometry problem.
Yeah,
You know,
and
it's not.
It's what he kept saying. It's but
so,
he'd be writing things down on paper and
there's
trying to.
math to it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not just I'm just going to do this and it'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just learning that, and also just some aspects of my car. Some of the suspension bushings in the front end are like polyurethane. It's just stiffer, and it just feels better. Stuff like that. I did the toe eliminator thing in the rear end too, so that's nice. It makes the car more predictable. It's just great.
The total.
It's like this toe eliminator bushing type thing, because I forgot what DTSS stands for, but that's the technology that it's adjusting in this car. But it's like the car's meant to oversteer when when you're going through corners, but this DTSS thing, I'm not sure what it's supposed to do, but it just doesn't make it behave like it would naturally. It's meant to be a safety item, but it makes the car unpredictable. But I don't know. It's a little bit. That thing's like weird.
So I guess you really got to know your car inside and out. Especially when you're pushing it.
Yes.
And to get the most out of it, you got to drive the S out of it.
Make the tweaks as you go. Yeah.
Wow. Oh. Interesting. We got to get into that.
We got to go karting, man.
It's great. It's a great place to start. And then, like, I remember, like, when I did go karting the first time, that whole week I couldn't sit. I couldn't stand up. I was hurting, like, just sore. I was like, this is great, but ouch.
When's the next time you're going?
For the high performance one, I don't know, because it's just, thinking of the budget and how far it is from home. I have to drive to Oxnard to go over there. But right now where I'm competing, I just do that every month. So that one's every month. And that one, it's not as stressful on the body as 100cc would be, but it's more on your mind.
Okay, which one should we go to?
Depends on what you want to do.
Okay, neither one of us have ever.
I've never owned a
never
go-kart. I've never driven one. No, I take that back. I've done slick track racing over there about the 605 freeway, but that was, geez, 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
Same here.
I mean, I don't.
15.
I mean, that's an oval, and you'd find your line, and you'd start cutting corners. But you know, that's about it. I mean, nobody said anything about training. You just like, go, don't hit anybody. That was it.
If you want to feel like your just pants blown off, then you try going to Jim Hall kart racing school and take their 100cc sprint karts. But if you want to, but Cal Speed is much closer. The starting karts, their sport cars, they're slower, but you will still get really excellent experience with those. It's just you have to buy the big instruction for that. But they're every month lately they've been having a clinic during their practice sessions, and the clinic instruction is for free on top of the practice fee. So, it's 50-50.
Something for us to do on our downtime in the winter. Yeah. All right. Sign me up.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you.
Okay.
We're gonna look at the calendar, pal.
Okay, man.
But those are the two places I've been to, and I enjoy them both. So it's just been a while since I've gone to the Jim Hall school, though.
Right on. So, do you want to toss out those websites again?
Oh, the Jim Hall kart race. I think I don't know what the actual .com one of this is. I want to say it's Jim Hall kart racing, but I think there might be a weird adjustment in the name. But anyhow, there's a .com of that. And then for CalSpeed, it's just calspeedkarting.com.
And then Drifting Pretty.
Mm-hmm. It's driftingpretty.com. And then
And the SCCA.
The SCCA
Well,
one.
they have their own. Yeah. You
Like
can just do a basic search for SCCA, and it should pop up, and you'll be in there.
And you want to for autocross, they also refer to it as Solo 2.
Oh, okay.
Because Solo is full on track, I believe. So.
All right.
Do you have a website you want to plug?
Yes, it's Sarah, Sarah, Bantay, and that's BANTAY.blogspot.com. So I try to keep it updated, but this past month has been so busy. Oh my gosh. Just, yeah.
When you do things yourself, you know, it's like, it's all about priorities and what do I have time for today?
And it's like, will I get to sleep today? I don't know.
Alrighty. So, thanks for coming out, Sarah. This has been a pleasure.
Oh, no, thank you. It was also a pleasure.
I'm sure we'll see you again, like at the next car show, and probably at Cal Speed racetrack if we can get our butt out there. That'd be cool.
See, you're already starting that if. No, we're going to.
Okay, William.
We're going to do that.
Right.
I told myself that I'd be practicing again at Cal Speed for practice day on October 27th. So just throwing that out there.
We got wings,
That's a
wheels, and
Saturday,
rotors.
right?
Yes.
Wings, wheels, and rotors.
That's the 28th.
Is
I
that
can see
Sunday?
the calendar for here. It's you're going to be there the 27th, which is Saturday.
Okay.
It's inked, pal.
I see what's going on, man. Because
Okay.
you know, I got a social calendar too. The other half of the
That's
the
right.
family. So
And that one, you just show up anytime and you can do your 3 15-minute sessions anytime during the day. So if you are feeling extra tired after one, you can skip the next one and just wait. They're not strict about it, so you know, just bring water.
Check your calendar.
all right.
I think we should do it.
Okay.
And then the 28th,
Wings, wheels, and rotors.
By rotors, we.
Rotors, helicopter.
Helicopter.
Okay.
Which is,
I had to ask.
Alamitos?
Los Alamitos Airfield over here off of the 405 at Seal Beach Boulevard.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like old vintage planes and
helicopters and
Cool.
You know,
yeah.
That's another thing on my to-do list. At least one time in my life,
Oh,
like
no.
like fly a plane or something.
Oh,
I'm definitely afraid of
well, he
heights.
doesn't like to fly. Yeah.
And try drag racing too. I have to try that tree out. Because that's a whole different kind of driving. I don't know how to
It's
do it.
intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Your very first time. Mm-hmm. You know, because you can watch them from the sideline.
And be like, yeah, I can do that. I
yeah,
know that.
because you get red or okay, you know the
Yeah. You get
the
your
staging,
stage, pre-stage.
boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, I could do that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the first time I did it, I'm sitting there watching them, and
Like, don't jump it. Don't jump the start.
right,
Don't
well,
get too-
I heard
Yeah, don't red light. Right.
I heard the other person's tires spinning. I'm like, oh, I gotta go.
Oh my god! And then you're like, oops.
You know, so I mean, it's all about the reaction time. Mm-hmm. You know, but again, I mean, that was my first and only time doing it. You know, so, you don't know what to expect. You know, in that big blue beast of a car.
The future SCCA racer. 4,000
Okay.
pounds.
So again, thanks, Sarah, and until next time, my name is William.
And this is Davis.
And don't step on the